तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। मैं कब से तरस रहा था, मेरे आंगन में कोई खेले, नन्ही सी हंसी के बदले मेरी सारी दुनिया ले ले। तेरे संग झूल रहा है मेरी बाहों में जग सारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे मैं चलना सिखलाऊं, कल हाथ पकड़ना मेरा, जब मैं बूढ़ा हो जाऊं। तू मिला तो मैंने पाया जीने का नया सहारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। मैं कब से तरस रहा था, मेरे आंगन में कोई खेले, नन्ही सी हंसी के बदले मेरी सारी दुनिया ले ले। तेरे संग झूल रहा है मेरी बाहों में जग सारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तेरी, तुझे मैं चलना सिखलाऊं, कल हाथ पकड़ना मेरा, जब मैं बूढ़ा हो जाऊं। तू मिला तो मैंने पाया जीने का नया सहारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा। तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज दुलारा।
Look here. Yeah, coming.
What had something? Nothing. Well,
So you know
Yep.
this father looking at the live stream. So you gotta kind of like kind of connect to the one with two and big day and so it's okay.
how you call it like that?
I will call it. I don't think it's the call.
Okay.
I don't think, but I really want to give beauty
The body.
yeah, whatever. What do you feel like the bike? Are you up here? What? Why do you not?
Well, until you're ready to use that.
You can be.
You know what? Satya, stick this on your. Yeah. Good day, Chris? Yeah, 166 one. That's real good.
Okay, Sitaram, everybody. You all can stand on this side, my left here. So this morning, our footsteps have led us here. It's a bright sunny morning, but there are some gloomy moments, feelings of melancholy, nostalgic feelings that really are beyond beyond expression actually. But today we are here to to perform the final rites and rituals and to perform all of the necessary ceremonies and so for the deceased. I would like to thank all of you for making that decision to be here, to rally around the family and support them during this time. It's a very, all of us, no matter how seasoned you are with death, whenever it happens, whenever these things occur, the many vicissitudes of life, it really does two things. One is it tells you how strong you have to be, how sometimes people can be mentally weak, meaning that you don't know what is going on in people's minds. In fact, when you look at the world, the global scene today, there's a lot of emphasis upon having social networks, social meetings. When I say network, I don't mean like phones and so. People sitting together, talking, communicating. Lots of times kids are unable to communicate unless they're on Instagram and things like that, which is not a healthy thing. Sitting and talking and laughing and having, because you feel that ability to express, what is going on. So you find that many times our foreparents used to have these circles, satsangs. It's actually, I am doing this, my field, I'm doing this for 50 years. When you were younger, you always thought that, a prayer or puja or something, it is what happens when you start the puja. As you get older, you realize that is not true. It is what happens before and after that is equally important. People sitting together, people eating, talking, socializing, all of that creates a kind of network, a kind of feeling that really helps families stay together. So today, I am a family member in the sense that I knew the grandfather, his wife, and all of the family members, in fact, their great-grandparents. So I was driving up here thinking of, how very quickly we can be going in one direction and have to make a complete roundabout and flip-flop and heading in the next direction. It's really, life is really, I was telling my wife recently, I was visiting a young man who got into an accident and was paralyzed. And I just said to her, it's like 2/3 of our life is almost over. She said, well, apparently you're expecting to live 98, But if you live in 98, well, then it's 2/3. Then your maths is correct. But if it's not 98, I don't think it's 2/3. It's more like 7/8 of your life finish. And most people don't think like that. They always think, I reached 50 years. I reached my halfway mark. That is not so correct. So this young chap that has left us is a baby. He's a young guy. What can you say? What can you say to the mom? What can you say to the family? Occasions like these really, you have to draw deep within you and say that, there is a divine plan. There is something more. There's something behind the curtains that we cannot see. Whatever has happened, we cannot turn the clock back. We cannot change things that have happened, but we can change the response. How we, when you worship Lord Shiva, there's a trident, a trishul, and the trishul has 3 points, but one of the points is taller than the next two. It's a good thing to ask, why is one taller than the next two? Why are the 3 not equal? So while you're thinking about it, I'll tell you, one represents the past, one represents the present, or what is happening today. And the main one is that ultimately your knowledge is ultimate. You cannot change the past and you cannot change what has happened today, but knowledge gives you the wisdom to take care of the future. So whatever it is today, if you keep talking about it all the time, like people come and, they kind of want to revisit everything. It's like when people go to the hospital and someone is sick, they want to see the prescription, they want to see the doctor notes, they want to find out everything. They want more information than the doctor wants, So therefore, every time you do that, you're creating a bad scene. You're creating, it's not a healthy thing. So what you have to do, what we are supposed to do, is to go beyond that and talk about something that is positive. What can we help the family? How can we give and whatnot? We'd like to acknowledge the father who is here with us, joining us in the ceremony. I know it's a mental hurricane. It is a difficult time, but it does not matter how tough life is and can be. God will not put us here and don't help us through. He will take care of us. He will give us that strength that we need to weather the storm. So we would like to begin the ceremony. We have the younger siblings who will do the ceremony. It's a good practice. It's not a normal practice that we sometimes know, but unless you have, if you're talking to someone and you don't see their eyes, you feel that you're not talking to them. So if you go to a meeting and you have your darkers on, you'll have to take it off, right? Because you're not connecting. So for people who have your darkers and so, unless you really have an eye issue. I know I was traveling once and the lady, early in the morning, and the aged lady, she buys some fancy shades and she going to the airport. The lady in London says, "Auntie here is not well." I said, "No, she's well." She says, "But it is 4 in the morning, We need to see her." So for the ceremonies and so, we can just do that. And it is better for the visual as well. So we'll start with prayer. We'll ask all the family members to stand around close by. If you can possibly remove your footwear, it'll be good, and take some flowers. When I say all, I mean all of the, immediate, who you are. We'd like to begin with prayer, and then we move to the eulogy and other utterances, other things. Give the mommy some flowers to her. Yeah. You all take it, yeah. Right, in the audience now, we'll ask all the young people to stand. It's good to know that we have no old people in the audience. And so we all pray together. Let us all join. Almighty and universal creator of the world, we thank you today for your many, many blessings. We know that in our darkest moments, in our moments when we are groping and we are unsure of the next footstep, we feel the walls are crumbling. We feel that the room is too small for us. We know that your lamp of light, of love, of knowledge will guide us. When there is a death, we are told, light a light. Light a dear in the house. It is a reminder to us that no matter how dark life can be, God's lamp of knowledge is there to guide us. Whether we are Muslims or Christians or Hindus, beyond religion, beyond race, beyond form, beyond name, God is our Father. He is our protector. And today in these hallowed grounds, in this place that this young man would have walked and played and would have spent so much of his life, today we stand here and we connect and pray with the family, that we are here to help them, to give that cushion, that support, that love, that canopy of spirituality that we cannot undo what may have gone, loss of a loved one, but we are here to help you cry. We are here to help you, to support you during this tough and difficult time. May we all pray together. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Karcharanakatam va kayajam karmajam va sarvajanam manasam va paradham vihitam vihitam va sarme takchamasva. Jai Jai Karunabdhe Shri Mahadev Shambhu. Almighty universal creator of the world, whatever missteps, misgivings, errors may have been committed in our brother's life, our son's life. May these be forgiven. May your divine and curative hands be upon the family, upon him. Whatever through thought, through his eyes and hands and feet, the verse says, whatever commissions, omissions, whatever he may or may have not have done, maybe thoughts, whatever, we pray that you are the Almighty, merciful, Jai Jai Karunabdhe, Shri Mahadev Shambhu. You are the all merciful, kind and beneficent. May you shower your merciful hands upon his Atman. Om Atma Shanti. Place the flower somewhere. On the one. Let's touch like this. Om Anadhinidano. Put the flower first. Anadhinidano Deva Shankha Chakra Garadharakshay Pundari Kaksha Preta Moksha Pradobhava. Okay, all be seated. All right, so we shall now have the eulogy. I'll call upon one of the family members here who will lead us through the eulogy, and also instead of I have to come back and forth, so he will also introduce other persons who would want to come and say a few words. I'm just sounding a warning here, and of course to acknowledge everybody who is looking at us. I know many of you are not here. You are looking at our live stream, and we know that you may not be able to be here and be part of the ceremony in a physical sense, but we know that your love, your support, your magnanimous, support for the family, a phone call, the flowers, and all that you would have done and will be doing, all of that will be a platform, a springboard to help them. I will also urge members, when you speak, be mindful of what you're saying, be careful of whatever, we don't go into anything heavy, politics and religion, and, funerals have life has a mixture of all kinds of peoples, and you don't want to say things that is not conducive to what, this is a spiritual moment, a moment of prayer, to reflect on the boy's life, the son's life, and anything along that line, please do. Don't go into other areas that, heavy areas. Let it be something that is helpful to the family. All right, so first we have the eulogy.
Before I begin, thank you, Pandit Atma. Before I begin, I just want to let everyone know what we have put together here, a combination of contributions from different family members, relatives, and friends. Following the eulogy, we will have the different tributes, and I will call everyone up one by one. As Pandit said, it's a very emotional time for everyone. So the people who we have aligned or assigned to do certain things, I just ask for your patience. We may change the order. Some may not be able to come to do their part, but we will work it as we go along. So please bear with us. I indulge in your patience, and we hope that at the end of this, what we have said here brings some closure and put things in context for everyone. To have, to love, and then to part is the greatest sorrow of the heart. From his humble abode to heavenly rest, God called him home to be his guest. No farewell words were spoken, and no time to say goodbye. You were gone before we knew it, and only God knows why. So to our officiating pundits, family members, friends, well-wishers, Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum, and good morning. As we gather to commemorate the life of Nirmal Deonarine, and for those of you who would remember PD, his sunrise came on 15th November 2004, his sunset 16 March 2026. I'm only 21 years old, so we stand with shattered hearts today, trying to understand a loss that feels unreal and impossible to accept. Today I wish to share some reflections, as mentioned before, on behalf of the bereaved family. The firstborn to Devanand and Radhika Deonarine, brother of Nirmala and Niran Deonarine, whom he leaves to mourn, the child who brought pride, hope, and joy into the lives of those who loved him. He attended Rusha Douglas Presbyterian Primary School, then Barrackpore West Secondary School, where he excelled in sports, and namely his favorite cricket and more so football. And after his secondary education, he worked in the family business, overlooking the cocoa estate, which we are among, the farming, running of the aggregate stockpile, And this, he made his family very proud. In particular, his father, who took him under his wings. And as they worked together, their bond grew stronger, they grew closer, and had a dependency on each other. As in Nirmal, his father and family saw a business partner. They shared their visions, they shared their plans for the future. But to us, he was more than family. He was a source of joy, laughter, love that filled every gathering, graced by his presence. From the moment he came into our lives, he brought a special kind of energy, one that made the ordinary days feel extraordinary. Whether it was his smile, his jokes, or the way he cared so deeply, he had a way of making each one of us feel seen and feel valued. He had dreams and plans, so much life ahead of him, which makes this loss all the more difficult to accept. But his memory will live on in stories, tributes we share, laughter we remember, and the love that will never fade. Now, he wore many, many, many hats and had a generous soul. Whatever he planted and reaped, he gave freely. He is never one to strive for fame. He always, always shared whatever he gained. He always said, and many times I asked, he said, "Uncle, you cannot sell everything." He believed that when you give something, good shall come. A trait so lacking in the world today, where greed and wars are the order of the day. And even when payment for work was delayed, Nirmal would still give his all. He would remain happy and dedicated to his task. Truly, truly a trait of a golden heart. Nirmal was the one you can call on to give a helping hand. Without hesitation, he would gladly ask, well, what was the plan? And for every prayers and Diwali, for the leaf cutting, he was the go-to man. No matter what the occasion, his mantra, forever with us, will ring. And this is it. Well, what we could do? Well, let we cook something. He loved tassa. And when practicing, the whole village would know. He took a few early lessons. And never mind, he missed a few hands and had to catch up with his sound. Nirmal always felt he was the best tassa player around. But he had a special bond with everyone, his cousins in particular, and they would pay their tributes right after. He would check in with them every day, each one, in his own and very special way. A free spirit, wild and full of life, exuberance of youth. But he found happiness in the outdoors, fishing, hunting, gardening. A simple beach or river lime, the simple beauty of nature, was where he felt most at home. And this is where he often spent his time. Now, Nirmal had a way of leaving a mark on people. His presence, his energy, and laughter, it stays with you. Through this time here, though his time here was short, the impact he made will last forever. He taught us about love, about living in the moment, and the importance of family. And we will carry those lessons with us, holding them close as we navigate the painful loss. As no one knew the burden he carried. No one knew his fears. Now we are left wondering, our eyes overflowing with tears. We little knew the day that God was going to call your name. In life we loved you dearly, in that we do the same. It broke our hearts to lose you, but you didn't go alone, for a part of us went with you the day God called you home. The same memories are golden, and maybe that is true. But we never wanted the memories. We only wanted you. Our family chain is broken. Nothing is the same. But as God calls us one by one, the chain will link again. But let us pause for a moment and give a thought. Maybe if we step into his shoes, this his message will be. Don't grieve for me now. I am free. I'm following the path God laid for me. I took his hand when I heard him call. I turned my back and left it all. I could not stay another day to laugh, love, to work or play. Tasks left undone must stay that way. I found that peace at the close of day. If my parting has left a void, then fill it with remembered joy. A friendship shared, a laugh, a kiss, ah yes, these things too I will miss, but not be burdened with times of sorrow. I wish for you the sunshine of tomorrow. My life's been full, I've savored much. Good friends and good times, my loved ones touch. In my time, if my time seem all too brief, don't lengthen it now with undue grief. Lift up your heart and rejoice with me. God wanted me now. He set me free. And so to everyone, don't think of him as gone away. His journey's just begun. His life holds so many facets. The earth is only one. Just think of him as resting from the sorrows and the tears, in a place of warmth and comfort, where there are no days and no years. Think how he must be wishing that we could know today how nothing but our sadness can really pass away. And think of him as living in the hearts of those he touched, for nothing loved is ever lost, and he was loved so much. In closing, to all gathered, we thank you on behalf of the family. We thank you for your presence and your support. But let it not end there. I want to leave these words with you, to everyone gathered here. Be kind. Be kind to the grieving mother. Be kind to the grieving father. Be kind to the two siblings. Be kind in your words and thoughts. And most of all, be kind to yourself in your utterances, as life is not something that happens to you, but rather life unfolds through you. To my dearest nephew, thank you for the time you give us, for the love you shared, and for the memories we will cherish forever. Gone too soon but never forgotten. You will always be part of us. We love you. May God bless you. May your soul rest in peace and be reincarnated in glory. I would like to ask the other members, we have some tributes. We have tribute from his father, which we would like to set up. But before, as you all are setting up for that, there are a couple words he asked me to repeat for him, which I'm going to repeat now. And then I will ask all of the cousins who have their contributions. Yeah, I'm going to repeat the words now. But I want the cousins and those who have contributions, please gather around. Let me say this words first and then they will come. So these are just some words that his father had asked me to repeat. And these words that they are everything I need in this world. They saved me from the darkest roads I've ever taken. I needed them more than they needed me. And if I did not have them, I wouldn't be me. That's words from the Father. A tribute from Nirmal's younger brother, Niran. So what he has asked is one of his other cousins to read the words. So I'll bring them on now, and you guys just support each other.
Sitaram, everyone. This is the tribute to my brother by Nirmal Deonarine. To my loving brother and best friend, Nirmal. You went away so suddenly, we did not say goodbye, but brothers can never be parted. Precious memories never die. As kids, we lived together, we fought, we laughed, we cried. We did not always show the love that we both had inside. We shared our dreams and plans and some secrets too. All the memories we share is what bonds me to you. We grew to find we have to love. That is very, very strong today. It's a love shared by our family that will never fade. You are my brother, not by choice, but by nature of our birth. I could not have chosen a better one. You were the best on earth. You showed me a lot of things. I learned a lot I didn't know, but you forgot to teach me one last thing. That's how to let you go. I know you didn't mean to leave me. Sometimes we have no choice. I miss being your little brother, hearing my name called by your voice. I wish I got to say I love you before you were given to the sky. If God could grant me one last wish, I'd ask to say goodbye. You always meant a lot to me. I could never love you less. I know it's true when they say he only takes the best. In so many ways, you made a lasting difference in my life. I am so grateful for you and for the love and bond we shared as brothers. May you rest in eternal peace, my brother. I love you. Thank you.
We'll move on to further tributes from the cousins. We go with the eldest, and then we'll move down.
Pranam. Pranam, everybody. Today we are unfortunately faced with a magnitude of pain, grief, and a cross that seems impossible to bear for all of us. And it is at this time that we really take a moment to take account and appreciate the life that my cousin has lived. It is not possible to put into words how much love we share, how much memories we've made, how much my childhood was made because of him, because of the impact that he's had in our lives growing up, and even up to now. I have always felt as though, well, I had a brother. We grew up that close. We grew up next to each other. And I never really took the time to think about mourning the loss of somebody so near and dear, one of our very own, or grieving because of the impact that he has made in our lives. But I guess today we're just faced with that reality. We're faced with having to deal with that pain that comes from the loss of a dear brother. Now, Nirmal has been very steadfast in everything that he has put his mind to. And though he had things that he liked and things that he didn't like, he would still pursue them, give it his all, as my uncle's eulogy would have proven testimony to. He was undoubtedly one of the most dependable people ever in our family, and he was a person that we could turn to if we should ever need anything. He was just a call away. As a matter of fact, I was In the grieving process, I've been trying to process, the loss. And I found myself going through some of our past messages and past voice notes and where we would correspond. And he would always be one of the lives of the party, and he would always say, Shiv, why are you working so much? Come, let me take a rest. Come, let me do something. He was always an advocate for that. And I never knew how important it was to just stop and indulge, to enjoy with him, to share in a moment more with him. Nirmal has been effortlessly giving of himself in every way possible to everybody. He was the person that we'd call whenever we have prayers, or if I need a ride to go somewhere, in a heartbeat, he'd be there. He would never say no. We always shared a very, very strong relationship, very strong bond. And I'm ever so grateful for the love and the impact that he has had in our lives. Growing up with him, we had good and bad times. We fought and we quarreled, but we played and we loved, and we did so unapologetically. All the mischief we used to make together. Growing up with each other, holding each other's hand, growing up next to each other, it's just difficult to see him in this light. But now I think more than ever, he really needs us to hold together and celebrate the life that he has made, the life that he has lived, the life that he continues to, just embody, to celebrate the person that he is, to celebrate his warmth, his generosity, his love, his patience, his charisma, his vibe, to celebrate everything that he is, everything that he was. He's always in our hearts. And we would like to just say to you, my brother, we love you endlessly. We love you without a doubt. And we wish that we didn't have to grieve in this way. But we'll meet again. We love you. Thank you. Sitaram.
Just continue the tributes for the younger cousins.
Sitaram and good morning. This tribute is from my two sisters and I. Now, we've known Nirmal our entire lives. He was our older cousin and the closest thing that any of us had to a brother. I think we can all agree Nirmal was one of a kind, irreplaceable in every sense. We grew up together and he was such an integral part of our lives. It's hard to imagine life without him, because he had a way of making everything feel fuller, funnier, and more alive. Anytime our cousins would get together, whether for a family function or just an impromptu lime, he made it hilarious and memorable. I always had the best stories because of him, doing the wildest things like throwing the dogs into the pond, pelting a Jap nest and getting me stung, playing hide and seek in the dark at everyone's houses, and even fixing my AC together. One thing was for sure, if I made a joke and he laughed, I knew I was funny. He made limes exactly what they should be. I remember the times he carried us into the bushes where he built camps, making benches out of bamboo wound with vines, and he would run back and forth from the house stealing supplies to help. At the cashew tree, our clubhouse, he would climb to the highest branches to pick cashews for us and even makeshift fishing rods like it was nothing. He took whatever he had and somehow made it enough. So many of the things he did it with his friends and family in mind. He always helped me with anything we asked, even if sometimes it came days later. His jobs were far from easy, but he did what he had to do to help his family. Like the time he told me to tell mommy he was going to cut the grass tomorrow morning when it was already cut the same day. Above all else, he protected us when it mattered. I remember when the electricity went and he stayed with us for the whole day and bought a bag full of snacks from the parlor because we were so bored. I remember when he tried to fry chips in a pot of water. It didn't quite work out, but that didn't stop him from trying. Even when he didn't know exactly what he was doing, he gave his best effort, and that's something I'll always admire about him. Now, as I was writing this, a memory kept coming back to me, and it was the day that he tried to teach me how to ride a bike without training wheels. One misbalance, and I was so scared. But him? He went straight down into the drain by the road and just got back up. If I had known that would be the last time, I would have tried. I wish I had tried. But this isn't about a bike. It was his encouragement and his bravery that made it an unforgettable memory. Nirmal had a subtle way of making me feel seen, always complimenting my curly hair, which he knew I hated. And that meant more to me than I ever said. Even on Christmas, he'd keep me company while I was washing wares in the kitchen and old talk until I was done. Now, it seems impossible to imagine it without him. Nirmal and I shared a bond that didn't need many words, just a simple understanding. He was far from perfect, but truly irreplaceable. If there's anything Nirmal has taught me, it's live life to the fullest even when it feels like it's against you. Do what you have to do no matter how hard it may seem. Your family is everything. Cherish them while you can. You were lucky if you never had to play cricket with him, because he would bowl the ball so hard as possible for no reason, and you'd leave the game with some bruises. Sometimes it's better to say sorry than ask for permission, like the time we rolled down the hill wrapped up in Mommy's curtains and got some serious licks after. So today, Nirmal, I say thank you. Thank you for your presence in my life. We hope and pray that wherever you are, you're protected, and that you are at peace, and that somehow you're still riding ahead. Rest in peace, Nirmal. No, I wasn't supposed to cry for that, but... So let us therefore take this to heart. We have been gifted with people in our lives that we love, but don't just think it. Take the time to show it and appreciate what you have while we have it. Because we came into this world empty-handed, and one day we shall leave the same way. So Nirmal, rest in peace, and we hope you're safe, and we love you. Sitaram.
Well, take a courage there from the young ones. I want to share some tribute now from Nirmal's best friend. So please, let's be patient, and again, as the emotions flow, please indulge them.
Sitaram to each and every one gathered here today. For those of you who may or may not know me, my name is Abhinesh, also known as Goat. Nirmal and I shared a very close friendship. We were like brothers. Today, I am here to speak at his funeral instead of his wedding or some joyous occasion. The time we share were very exciting and adventurous. Every time he came to St. Mary's or Pass to check me, he would say, "Let we go Moruga number." All the fun times we have spent together, catching crab, fishing, hunting, rhyming together, or even just sitting down and talking for hours were very special to me. There were not a single day that would go by and we wouldn't call each other. Nirmal and I went to the same primary and secondary school together. We would always be talking during class time. Most of the time, we would get both or even put out of the class. We did a lot of things together. We even went for our license together. After every appointment, we turned it into a rhyme. So we would always stop by Nitro's bar to drink a beer or two before going home. All the fun times we had together are now over. I never could have imagined that our friendship would have ever ended so soon. All the plans we had in the future are now over. Nirmal, you will always have a special place in my heart, and I will cherish all the moments and memories we shared together. Until we meet again, may your soul rest in peace.
We now have a contribution in song, and then we will close off the contributions by two of the aunts of the family.
Sitaram, good morning, everybody. My sweet Nirmal, standing here today is one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do. 21 years, and it just doesn't feel like enough time. I remember the day that you were born as if it was yesterday. So much joy, so much excitement. You were the new baby coming home after a few years well, and we welcomed you with open arms and so much love. I remember your father's excitement so clearly. Even before you were born, you was already named Petey, and this is what we lovingly called you when you arrived. Your father always sang one special song when you were born, Tujhe Suraj Kaho Ya Chanda by Ricky Jai, that version in particular, and it was the most fitting song at the time for your welcome. As you grew, we shared a special bond, one that didn't need constant calls or conversations. It was a quiet understanding between us, and I always knew if I called on you no matter what, you would be there. When I look back on these 21 years, I smile through the tears and at the memories we shared. One that will always stay with me is when I was pregnant with my daughter and I came to spend the day. And Nirmal knew that I love plums, and he would always knew when plum season come around to pick those plums and have them waiting for me. But that day I surprised them with a visit. And when I got here, I asked Nirmal, where are the plums? He replied, on the tree, girl, I will go just now. While picking them, he disturbed an entire jep nest and got stung a few times, come running out from under the tree saying, see the things I have to go through for you? Even in pain, you made me laugh. This was you. You were always caring, giving, and full of love. These are the memories I will hold close to my heart forever. Nirmal, you will be deeply missed. From childhood to now, you have been such a wonderful soul. I pray that Lord Krishna welcomes you home safely to be reunited with Grandma, Grandpa, and Uncle Ken. I love you, Nirmal. May you rest in eternal peace, and may Lord Krishna guide your soul to eternal peace and light. Om Shanti.
जिंदगी में हम इंसान ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। आ, 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 बत कर है हमरा अधिकारे भगवन राह दिखारे। भत कर है हमरा अधिकारे भगवन राह दिखारे। करम करम पर किरण दिखारे भगवन किरण दिखारे। कर्म कर्म पर किरण दिखारे भगवन किरण बिखारे। इन अखियन को प्रभु करारे, इन अखियन को प्रभु करारे। ज्योति से पहचान, ज्योति से पहचान। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान। ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। आ, 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 हम तो ही संतान तिहारी प्रभु संतान तिहारी। हम तो ही संतान तिहारी प्रभु संतान तिहारी। तेरी दया पर हम अधिकारी प्रभु है हम अधिकारी। तेरी दया पर हम अधिकारी प्रभु है। दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी, दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी। ऐसा दे वरदान,
ऐसा दे वरदान। आज अंधेरे में है
सूरज चमका दे भगवान। ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान।
All right, thank you all so much. I'd just like to close off the tribute section with two of the elder aunts of the family to make their contributions. So if you will come forward. And of course, all family members, please gather around.
Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to one and all. Lord Krishna says, you have the right to perform your duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. A loving child, gentle in spirit and pure at heart, you were the light in this world, one that shone so brightly even in the shortest of time. Your laughter was a gift, your presence a blessing, and your love will remain with us always. Though our hearts are heavy and the pain of your loss still deep, we find comfort in the words of Lord Krishna. The soul is neither born nor dies, nor does it dies. Having once been, it never ceases to be. You were more than a nephew. You were a piece of our heart. And though we can no longer hold you, we carry you with us in every breath, every memory, every silent prayer. Rest peacefully, Nirmal. You are the one most perfect child. And God has given you to us for this time. And we know that Lord Krishna will receive you and he will take care of your heart in his many ways. We love you so much.
Good morning, Ansita. It is with a heavy heart I wish to celebrate you. So much has been said and it has encapsulated everything that you were. We loved you so much. To my brother, I promise you I'd be here. And I just want to give a little tribute based on my personal relationship with Nirmal. It breaks my heart over and over again to say goodbye to you. You left us mere hours after we spoke. Your voice, so soft and sweet, with excitement, it held so much hope. And now you've left us. I'm desperately trying to cope. We had a special bond I will cherish forever. Your simple smile, your courageous heart, and your unwavering commitment to life will forever remain in my heart. To the persons who did not know Nirmal, don't judge him. He was loving and kind, and definitely with a heart of gold, as echoed in so many sentiments that have gone before. Sometimes unable to express his feelings, he found things to do that would unite us. His many cooks and limes showed how much he appreciated you. He never said no, no matter how large the task, even when he did not know how exactly to act. That was the young man I admired the most. Go in peace, my lovely child. I was honored to be your friend. When your response was yes, auntie, it sounded almost reverent. We were blessed to have met you, for no matter how long, I will continue to love you after you are long gone. They say God places us to do his work. And now that yours are over, you must return home. Goodbye is forever, so I'll say so long. Until we meet again, I love you.
Thank you very much for your contributions. We hand back over to Pandit for the formal procession.
Thank you very much for all of those wonderful tributes and reflections. I know we have one of our cousins viewing from where? Ireland. So we acknowledge her for being, part of the ceremony, and of course everyone else. So those persons, as I alluded to earlier, like I met Diane earlier when I came in. I mean, they would have had memories. This is a very tough time because they would have known the kids, these children here, Sharon and her siblings growing up, and now to see a next generation and then to have such things happen, it's always, it's a tough time. So we would like to do the rituals and pray. And this, it is recorded that by doing all of these rituals and performing the ceremonies, it does create a platform of positivity, because It's called the boomerang theory. It means that whatever you throw out into the world will come back into your life. So if you throw out positive, I think it's one of the aunties who mentioned, all positive stuff. So we don't look, it's like, parents do it all the time. You get 9 out of 10, and they don't want to know that they get 9 out of 10. They want to know how you get it wrong. How you get it wrong. But mommy, I get 9, I ain't asking that. How you get this one wrong? Why you so foolish? How you make a mistake? And they will go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And the child is trying to say, but mommy, I get 9. I get 9. So we are guilty of doing that. We just look at one incident and we throw it under the microscope and we just magnify that. And that's the biggest thing. But all the other things that represent the positive, we don't look at that. Now we have a long way to commute to the Mosquito Creek. It's a little bit of a challenge on the road. So we would not like to exaggerate or extend the ceremony beyond, to have more talk, etc. So we'll have the rituals. We'll ask his kids to come first, daughter and son and others, and then the uncle and others will come and join, and then all of you will join. Let us make it easy. You'll help out, right? I would ask everyone to stand. I really don't mean everyone should stand. Some people may not be comfortable to sit. It's fine. It's okay. You don't have to. Just because you'll be standing for a little bit. So if you want to remain seated, sometimes you have elders amongst us, so people not feeling well, don't feel compelled to stand. You want to sit and be comfortable, it's fine. Those who wish to stand, stretch your legs. So we all join together. Shri Krishna Chandra Maharaj Prabhu Binati Itni Suniye Suniye जिनके कुछ और अवलंब नहीं तिनके चरणन रखिए रखिए ओम अनाधि निधनो देव शंख चक्र गदाधर क्षय पुंडरीकाक्ष प्रेत मोक्ष प्रदो भव मृतक शरीरे मयो दीयते स्नानम तयो प्रतिष्ठिताम. Guys, you all can join too? No? Join. Yeah. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. Put it neatly, yeah? Take your time. Urvarukamiva Bandana Mrityor Mokshirma Amritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. Urvarukamiva Bandana Mrityor Mokshirma Amritat. Om Jai Krishna Hare Shri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ko dukh dur kare Jai 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 Krishna. Praises to you, the song says, in our darkest moments, in our tough moments, the first verse says, जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा आशा का दूर. Char means 4, Asha means hope, Andhiyara means darkness. A blind person is called Andha, Andhiyara, a dark world. Jab means when. Jab char taraf, taraf means directions. When sometimes you look east, west, north and south, you don't know, like when things happen, you don't know where to turn. And you say, where to turn, who to help. Asha means hope. When all the walls are crumbling, when there is no hope in sight, God's bank, God's arms, God's house, God's hands are always there for us. Asha ka dur kinara. Aur koi na keva nahara hu. When there is no one else to row the boat of life. When the storms and the difficulties become too much for us. The waves are boisterous. The current is strong. Oh Lord, your hands are there. So, और कोई न केवनहारा हो फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो जय 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 कृष्ण So the flowers are being offered. Someone will come and assist. They would know which flower, which mala is for which, so they would know. Somebody could come and assist. Girls, you come outside and help bring the malas. Hold them neatly so they would take your time. Yeah. Yeah. Put each one around like neatly. Someone help guide the kids, yeah, so they can help them out. Help him out, yeah. Someone stay on that side. और कोई न केवन हारा हो फिर तू ही बेरा पार करो जय जय. This mala going here. This one going here. Jai Krishna. Actually, help out now, eh? Krishna Hare दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय जय जय. तू चाहे तू सब. What it means? तू चाहे तू सब कुछ कर दे. It's a nice line to remember. It means let thy will be done. Means tu chahi. Tu means God. Chahi means want. Whatever God plans, whatever His desires, whatever His will is, that is going to happen. Wish ko bhi amrit kar le. Poison can become nectar. Nectar can become poison. So, very beautiful, very meaningful line. So, tu chahe tu sab kuch kar, wish ko bhi amrit kar de. Around it. Puran kar de sab ki. Keep walking slowly, yes. Puran kar de sab ki जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे फिर जो भी तेरा. Join the back now. जय 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 कृष्ण जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 Jai 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 Krishna. Put on your slipper, your foot injured. Put on your slipper. Krishna Hare. बड़ा नहीं इंसान बड़ा नहीं भगवान आसमान कहते धरती पर समय बड़ा बलवान सुनो रे भाई समय बड़ा बलवान. बड़ा नहीं इंसान. Man is not powerful. Even God can be not as strong. But the most powerful ingredient of life is samay. Samay means time. Everything takes time. No matter how, when something happens, it is so fresh in your mind. But through time, all things, samay bara balwan, most strong. Can we be seated, everyone? Those who are getting a little drizzle, it might be useful to come indoors. Anyone else wishes to place a flower? Now is the time to do so before we do the pindas and other things. And please join. Anyone wishes to place flower, do an arati and so forth. Right. So those who have the immediate family have flowers, tributes, please come now. I'll continue to sing one or two little kirtan songs. तुझे सूरज कहो या चंदा तुझे दीप कहो या तारा मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. तुझे सूरज कहो या चंदा तुझे दीप कहो या तारा मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज दुलारा जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. जग में मेरा राज दुलारा. Diane, you want to do arti? Okay, so all those who are coming, you just make a circle this way, come in front. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Deva Devaya Vasudevaya. Deva Devaya Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Deva Devaya Vasudevaya. Deva Devaya Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Deva Devaya Vasudevaya. Deva Devaya Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, all for flowers, please come and offer, please. You can come on both sides, you don't need to go on one side. Some of you come on this side if you wish and place the flower. Sukhbir, Kalaki Thali. Sukhbir, Kalaki Thali, look at that way. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Deva Devaya Vasudevaya. Deva Devaya Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Are you a mother? You sure? You should be a mother. Eh? You agree? What school are you going to? Oh, perform. Oh, you're right there. Yeah. So you should be a mother. मुखरा देख ले मुखरा देख ले प्राणी जरा दर्पण में हो देख ले कितना पुण्य है कितना पाप तेरे जीवन में देख ले दर्पण में मुखरा देख ले प्राणी जरा दर्पण में हो देख ले कितना पुण्य है कितना पाप तेरे जीवन में देख ले दर्पण में मुखरा देख ले प्राणी कभी तो पल भर सोच रे प्राणी क्या ये तेरे कर्म कहानी पता लगा ले किसी का नाटक दाग तेरे दामन में देख ले दर्पण में मुखरा देख ले प्राणी जरा दर्पण में हो देख ले कितना पुण्य है कितना पाप तेरे जीवन में देख ले दर्पण में मुखरा देख ले प्राणी जरा दर्पण में हो, देख ले कितना पुण्य है, कितना पाप तेरे जीवन में, देख ले दर्पण में। आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। आ, आ, Today, us human beings are roaming in the blinding darkness of ignorance. Sometimes we are lost, we are unsure, we are unaware of which way to turn. May you shed your reassuring light that we can see and select the right path. May you bless us, O Lord. आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, दो दिन की जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, दो दिन की जिंदगी है, दो दिन। जिनके लिए है तूने महल सजाए, मतलब की यार सारी सभी है पराए। इनके लिए है कितना तूने दुख झेला, दो दिन की जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेल। आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, दो दिन की जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला। दो दिन की जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला। So the immediate family, those who are coming, please go around, return right there. Allow the mother to come on this side. You all give her some support. Let her say her prayers. Let her do whatever she wishes. Anybody on that side, return there. How things? Yeah. आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला, दो दिन की जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेल। दो दिन की जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला। दो दिन की जिंदगी है, दो दिन का मेला। You know, the song is such a profound song, profound meaning, you know, that no matter how seasoned and strong you feel that you are, death, you know, it teaches us so much. And more so in cases where you see green leaves leaving and the dry ones are still there. It is always time for us to reflect. I had cremated my elder brother, and my son said, funerals are very tough. I say it is. He said, you know, Aji this one have to die, that one have to die. And I say, boy, if the world works so it's good. If all the old people die first, it's really nice. It don't work like that at all. Babies die. So this world is the song says it's a mela. Do din ka do means two. Zindagi means life. It is 2 days of like a mall. A mela is like a bazaar. Some are entering, some are leaving, some are buying, some are selling. You know, and the world is today, look around in the world, everybody is fighting and quarreling, this and that. Sometimes you feel people fighting in Israel and Iran and things. Right here, you coming up the road, two fellas park up facing each other, and them looking for thing below their seat and thing. I had the whole day, I could park up right here, me I'm moving. Wife crying in the car, Ichiran say, Daddy, move back and let the man pass now. No, I'm not moving. I had the right. This is not normal. This life, all this contention and struggle and chaos and thing, we all have to, life is not about that. 2 days we are living. You say the land is mine, one guy say the land is mine, tomorrow the land say all is mine. You know, when my mother died, the next day I went to throw the ashes. You know, you go the next day to put the ashes. 2 fellas square off down there in the morning, 5:30. What do you think happened? There were many funerals. So when they're going to clean the ash, the fellas mix up. You know, when they go into cremate, they put numbers now. Das, Buru, number 3, number 4, like that. So them clean the wrong ash, you know. So them fella want to beat this man. I say, boy, right now, I don't mind you beat him and kill him and thing, but I have plenty funeral this week already. I really have time this week. If it's our next week, I think more work for me, but I don't know. I don't feel it should. He say, but Baba, this man come and he desecrate, he interfere. I say, stop for a minute and ask yourself what you're doing. Ask yourself what you do. All of us, my mother's ashes, and your mother's ashes, and the next man's ashes, be going down right there in the water, and all of you put in the ashes in the same place. That fella is not your enemy, he's your brother. If he come and clean the grave of the ashes of your mother, he's your brother now. You go and help him clean his mother's ashes. What it is you fighting for? You see, the thing is, the biggest problem in life is when we don't have a little understanding, a little wisdom to say, well, you know, it is not a need for us to quarrel. So today, all of us are sad, but nobody could feel and understand the feeling of the mother. Nobody here. I know you all feel that we feel it the most, you're not talking the truth. So today, we should give our support to her, help her, especially when we are leaving here now, and we would like to proceed. We don't want to delay. The rains might come. So we'll ask you to stand as we do closing prayer. We offer the pindas, and everybody will come and join. Let's hold the tally together, everybody. Om Anadhinitano Deva Shankachakra Garadhara Kshay Pundari Kaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Pindu Parimaya Diyate Tau Pratishtitam. Place one on the right hand, place a drops of water, let her offer, and that's it. Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Trayambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikagnikal. You want to come back a little bit because I'm watching the weather now. Yeah. Mrityunjayaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Shriman Mahadevaya Om Namah Shivaya. So the weather conditions are a little bit challenging, so I'm going to ask I'll ask this gentleman and you come. This area here, you see this area here, you'll just clear the chairs, pack them up, stack it up. The family members will come on this side. You all just come around on the extreme, just pack these chairs and put them one side. Stack them up. Don't take anybody's phone and thing. Give them back their phone and business person thing. All right, so we're going to proceed from here straight to that area here. So you can just pack the chairs, move it out. It becomes easier for the family as well afterwards. Wait until the fella come with the hearse. Now, when the body is about to go out of the house, we'll ask all of his friends. I know there's one who spoke earlier. All of his friends, people who knew him very well, if they want to come, now is your chance to come. All of his comrades and friends, you can come to help us lift the body. The Tasa Dramas could come this side. Look, come over here, boy, under the shed so you won't be in the rain and walk across. All right, so we'd like to say closing prayer. Asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Today we all say a special prayer for the mom. We ask that God's hands will give her strength and courage in this difficult time for her. We know no mother in this world would want to have to go through what she's going through, but we are here. You may have lost, but you have gained the support of your neighbors, your friends, your family, your other kids. All of your family members have rallied around you and supporting you. God is strong. We are weak, but his hands are strong. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukbhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. All right. Take up the kalash and place it back on the table. So bear, stay around and assist them here. Guys, you all can help put all the remaining flowers. Don't leave any flowers here. Everything has to go there. Now there's one person. Hey, Swamiji. This guy here. We like to call him the pilot. Right? Everybody is a pilot when they try flying the plane, right? So when you have a funeral, everybody likes to give a direction. Let him give direction. So he will direct you guys what to do. Even at the cremation ground, they're doing it every day. They have the, so he'll tell you where to hold, how to turn the coffin. As I said, the boys, Swamiji, come and hold if you want to hold the coffin. Yeah, you all could hold, all your friends and so, you all could hold the coffin. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. So we keep chanting and everybody will lift and let's go together. Go ahead. Oh.